Good evening. We begin tonight with a memo sent to Ottawa City Council shedding light on why so many public transit buses are failing to show up. As CTV's Josh Moreno tells us, the memo doesn't sugarcoat the situation. OC Transpo is admitting service is not meeting standards, and it's asking riders to be patient.
For Max Frederick, taking the bus can often be a gamble.
I take the bus from Orleans to Algonquin, which takes, on a good day, like an hour and 15, an hour, 30 minutes. And there's some bumps along the way.
He relies on transit to get to and from school and is one of many riders who says missed buses have become part of his routine, especially during winter commutes.
The screens at the bus stations, I don't really follow them anymore. I just use the app because sometimes it'll say a bus is canceled when it's not, or it'll just tick down to a bus that never really comes.
Many frustrated by what OC Transpo now admits in a memo sent to council, rising numbers of undelivered trips.
This kind of lack of reliability is one of the reasons people are hesitant to ride the bus. It's one of the reasons people are hesitant to pick OC Transpo for their commute.
The memo points to too many buses stuck in maintenance and not enough mechanics to fix them.
The buses that we have been able to manage to keep onto the road are being overextended, and then, like I said, the weather and all the different patterns heavily impact that.
To hear we're also having just a shortage of people to even work on these buses that we do have is discouraging, and it makes me really question what's going to happen over the coming months.
OC Transpo says short-term fixes are underway, but meaningful improvement will take time.
We recognize that the number of undelivered trips that's presently occurring is unacceptable.
Charter says new electric buses are arriving weekly, but getting them on the road means balancing training mechanics without pulling staff away from the work needed to keep older buses running.
We're really focused on onboarding these electric buses, new buses, more reliable, less prone to failure. And when they do come in for maintenance, they're in for shorter periods of time.
For riders like Frederick, trying to stay patient while noting improvements can't come soon enough.
I'm fine taking the bus now. I'd love for this train to open, obviously, but I'd rather they take their time with it than rush through like they did with Line 1, just to kind of get it as seamless as possible.
Josh Moreno, CTV News.
Well, the City of Ottawa is issuing a winter weather parking ban tomorrow with heavy snowfall in the forecast. Now, the ban will be in effect from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. to help with snow clearing operations. Now, the city gearing up right now for 10 to 15 centimeters. And again, it's already started to fall tonight into Sunday. Environment Canada has issued a special weather statement saying snowfall could be heavy at times, which could make travel hazardous. And that snow coming into the capital tonight. Let's take a look at it. Here's a look at a time-lapse video of the system that covered part of the city tonight. Now, the snow started around 8 o'clock, and it's expected to last until around 2 a.m. And with the warmer temperatures, we're also at a risk of freezing rain and drizzle in the overnight hours. So we'll take our first check of the weather right now. Look at the National Gallery of Canada there behind me. You can see the snow really falling here this evening. I'll look through the Centennial Glass Sky Cam of the conditions. Again, we're expected to be about a overnight low of around 0, -1. It'll feel closer toward -7 though. So heavy snow at times in the overnight hours, and then should be tapering off in the morning for Sunday. And then for Monday, again, more chances of snow. Here's what's going to be shaping up for the next 24 hours or so. Again, we have a few flurries to deal with in the afternoon. Most of the snow in the overnight hours, again, 10 to 15 centimeters expected to fall. Well, turning now to south of the border, where there are new developments in the U.S. plan for Venezuela's oil. President Donald Trump signing an executive order blocking courts and creditors from seizing revenue tied to the sale of oil from the South American country. The order states that all revenue held in foreign government deposit funds should be used for Venezuela for the purpose of creating peace and stability. The Trump administration has previously iterated that all sales and transport of Venezuelan oil, that is, will be done through U.S. control. Now, meantime, dozens of Venezuelans living in our region gathered at the Human Rights Monument Saturday afternoon, calling for the release of political prisoners in their home country and for a peaceful transition to democracy. CTV's Camille Wilson reports.
Venezuelans gathering at the Human Rights Monument in downtown Ottawa 1 week after U.S. military action in their home country and the capture of Nicolas Maduro and his wife.
Venezuelan people back home are fighting for life or death. They can't speak freely. They can't have freedom of assembly. They don't have a right to free and fair elections. And whenever we speak about things back home, we get sent to jail, we get killed without due trial or due process.
People here demanding the release of political prisoners in Venezuela and a peaceful transition to democracy.
We have more than 1,000 political prisoners. They have been released slowly this last week, but this is only because, you know, the U.S. was able to intervene in some capacity.
Venezuelans here say they are grateful to the United States for capturing Maduro and arresting him. Ralliers alleging he has committed crimes against humanity.
We have been persecuted, tortured, kidnapped, killed, and separated from our families forcefully for 27 years, and we are all hoping to return to our country. We love our country and we want to reconstruct it together.
Removing a dictator from power that has been oppressing Venezuelan people for more than 27 years certainly brings a little bit of relief for Venezuelans. We can breathe a little bit of fresh air.
Demonstrators say they are here to express their vision for a free Venezuela.
I can understand some people don't like Trump, but I think that what we are a lot trying to say is that, you know, without this step, none of this would have been possible because this is a criminal regime. They were not going to leave peacefully, unfortunately.
Organizers say there are plenty of people from Maduro's government that remain in power, and although they expect a transition to take some time, they are hopeful.
We are seeing like the light at the end of the tunnel.
Camille Wilson, CTV News.
Ontario Provincial Police are reminding drivers to slow down and be cautious of tow truck drivers on the side of the highway. The OPP releasing this video showing a van crashing into a parked truck on the 417 near Bayshore. Now, this was on January 2nd. Police say the driver drove by two cruisers on the side of the highway before colliding with the truck. Now, no one was injured, but the driver of the van is now facing a $490 fine and 3 demerit points. A post-holiday update from Public Health Ontario shows flu cases are trending downward, but experts say the province isn't out of the woods yet. The previous update accounted for cases up to December 13th, and it showed positivity rates around 34%, which officials consider to be very high. Now, that figure climbed even further and appears to have peaked around 36% the following week. Officials say flu activity is still high, with 1 in 4 tests coming back positive last week. Now, nearly 1,100 patients were also hospitalized with the virus in that span. Now, health experts say flu shots remain the best way to stay protected from more severe outcomes. A research team at McGill University has found a way to make the stressful process of in vitro fertilization less painful. Now, it involves an automated delivery system that uses a light-activated microneedle. Researchers say women currently enrolled in IVF are sent home with needles they have to self-inject daily to their stomach or thigh at a very specific time for a 2-week period. Now, the process can be painful and sometimes stressful.
So my team and I worked on a patch, which is about the size of the tip of your thumb, and it's made up of multiple needles that are very, very small. So when you push it into your skin, it's painless. And in the patch are nanoparticles that are light activated. So when you turn on a near infrared laser, the nanoparticles respond to release the drug, in this case, an IVF hormone. And it makes the whole process painless and automated so that for IVF patients, they can have a much less painful and stressful experience.
Now, the hope is that the new technology will improve the experience for women and that it could eventually be applied to other medications for diseases such as Crohn's and diabetes. Well, the Ottawa Senators and their fans have been dealing with a lot on and off the ice this week. Well, tonight, the team are looking to snap a 3-game losing skid as the Florida Panthers paid a visit to the Canadian Tire Centre.
Puck in the corner, centering pass, bouncing puck, and they score!
Crazy goal there off the Cats goalie, and Zetterlund gets the Sens on the board first, and that was early in the first. But Florida, they respond with 3 straight goals. Ottawa does get one back in the last couple minutes of the game, though. The Panthers hang on for the 3-2 win. The Sens get a couple of days to recoup as the Vancouver Canucks, they come to the capital next, and that's for a game on Tuesday. Some brighter news. Someone in Eastern Ontario is a multi-millionaire. The The Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation says a winning ticket for Friday's $55 million Lotto Max jackpot was sold in Prescott Russell. Now, it's the first jackpot win of 2026, and it comes on the heels of another $80 million jackpot win on December 30th. The winning ticket for that was sold in London, Ontario, so that makes 2 big wins in a row sold right here in the province. All right, up next, so the rink at Rideau Hall opened this weekend if you're looking for a skate. We'll have an extended look at your forecast, though, when we come back. Here's a look at the Queensway, the 417 east and westbound. People really taking their time out there with the snow that's falling in the overnight hours. A little bit of a backup there around Nicolas. Again, right now we are dealing with some snowfall in the overnight hours. The city could see 10 to 15 centimeters when it's all said and done on Sunday morning. All right, we'll have an extended look at the forecast now. A look at the Rideau Canal there. It is closed right now because of the milder temperatures that we're having. It could reopen again next weekend. We'll get into the extended forecast in just a moment. But first, we'll take a look at, this is a look at the Caldwell conservation area. This is from Saturday afternoon. Again, a nice day to be out and about, but again, later on this evening, that's when the snow really started to fall again. 10 to 15 centimeters expected to fall by Sunday morning. The City of Ottawa issuing that winter parking ban for Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So here's a look at the conditions in the city tonight through our Centennial Glass Skycam. Expected not to get much colder overnight, low around -1 or 0 that we're looking at. -7 is what it's going to feel like. Here's a look through the satellite radar. Again, you can see the system that's coming through the area through here. And again, we have that snow that'll be sticking with us till around 2 a.m. -1 the overnight low here for Ottawa. Lots of snow expected, heavy snow for the area. Same thing for Cornwall, Brockville. Clearer conditions there. Same thing for Kingston and Trenton. They're sitting at +1. -6 for Pembroke, -1 for Kittigan-Zibi, -4 for the Bancroft area, -2 for Gatineau. Same thing for Petawawa, for Mont-Tremblant, Montreal as well. -1 for Maniwaki. Snowfall expected in all of those areas. Clearer conditions toward the Kentville area, though. And for tomorrow's highs in the Ottawa area, +1 here. And again, the snow tapering off in the morning. We're looking at +1, +2, 0 along the Seaway, and we're looking at 1 anywhere between from -2 to +1 for the Gatineau area, Maniwaki, Kentville, as well as Montreal.
Your bottom line gets smaller and smaller.
All right, coming up, a new study suggests thousands of restaurants across Canada are facing increasing pressures to shift consumer habits as prices go up. Many people are changing their restaurant habits by dining out less as the cost of living and prices for just about everything continues to go up. Well, now a new study suggests that thousands of restaurants across Canada could close this year after plenty of closures last year. CTV's Kimberly Johnson has more on how businesses in Ottawa are faring.
Al's Diner has been serving up breakfast for 36 years. Over that time, owner Al Ayoub says his industry has seen challenges, and right now is a tough time.
Your bottom line gets smaller and smaller. You want to raise your prices, so you take a chance and scare people away. I'm not one to do that.
He says increasing food prices and wages are his biggest expenses. To keep costs down, Ayoub shops around and says owning his building has helped a lot. With plenty of dedicated customers, Al's Diner is not at risk of closing. But a new study suggests thousands of other restaurants could be forced to close this year.
I feel sorry for the ones that can't adapt to it. There's a lot of restaurants out there that are struggling and having a hard time.
A new study from Dalhousie University shows that more than 4,000 restaurants in Canada are projected to close this year. That's after 7,000 bistros, cafes, and eateries shut their doors in 2025.
And what we're seeing right now are consumers under tremendous financial pressure. They're having a hard time buying food at the grocery store, so they're not spending as much time in food service.
Restaurants Canada says other major costs for establishments include rent and insurance. It says 41% of restaurants are operating at a loss or barely breaking even, but are working to keep costs low because they know customers are budgeting. As costs mount, some customers say they plan on making changes.
I probably plan on eating out less. It's gotten really expensive. It's nice to go once in a while, though.
I would say probably about the same, but spending less. Looking for cafes rather than full restaurants, looking for snacks rather than full meals.
Kimberly Johnson, CTV News.
The reformer you see here makes Pilates super accessible.
All right, coming up, a look at an alternative way to staying fit, sticking to your New Year's resolutions, and improving your social skills, too. With the new year often means New Year's resolutions, and for many, fitness goals are top of mind. But instead of signing up for a gym membership, some people are looking at other ways to stay in shape. CTV's Alexandra Hollick explains.
6, 5.
For Allison Lemon, Pilates is more than just stretching and breath work.
It's allowed me to move in a better way and just feel like myself again.
The former professional athlete is new to Waterloo Region, but Lemon says the classes have helped her find community.
I feel a part, like this is my second home.
3, 2.
Tone and Movement recently opened its doors at the club at Northfield.
The reformer you see here makes Pilates super accessible, and it allows for longevity and muscle integration that you wouldn't really see in a traditional cardio room or weight room.
And while the machine may seem daunting, workouts can range from low impact to high intensity.
They kind of look scary, but they are not at all. Once the person actually comes in and starts using them, they notice, wow, it's really supportive. And it really moves with you, and it helps you to move in the correct way.
It's a bit of a slower movement, so it really allows me to be in tune with myself and my breath, and it allows me to slow down, which is something I never got before.
For a change of pace, this dance studio in Waterloo offers classes for a variety of styles and skill levels.
Dance is a great way to just get fit, have some movement in your day without actually having going for a run or, lifting weights.
Collective Studios is a tight-knit troupe, building friendship through the common goals of staying fit and having fun.
You are doing something for yourself, like you're burning calories and all that, but you're also just enjoying your time while doing it.
Creating social connections is another form of fitness, according to this assistant professor at the University of Waterloo.
Fitness that goes beyond beauty trends, doesn't think about weight loss, doesn't think about body shape, but actually how do we take care of each other, show up for each other, and protect each other.
All things to think about with the kickoff of 2026.
What is realistic and what is important to you, and being kind of critical about what those goals are in the first place.
Whether it's reformer Pilates or dance or anything in between, there are many ways to reinvent your resolution and start the new year on the right count.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Alexandra Hollick, CTV News, Waterloo.
Right after the break, we'll have one more look at the forecast and award season. It's hours away, starting with the 83rd Annual Golden Globe Awards. We'll take a look at some of the favorites to walk away with some hardware tomorrow night.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, I'm Tanea Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford dealership, and Ontario's #1 Ford EV dealer.
Hairstyles, courtesy of Salon Fiorella.
All right, let's take one more look at the forecast. Your wake-up weather tomorrow morning, -1 again. Overnight heavy snow at times. 10 to 20 centimeters expected by tomorrow morning. Again, the city of Ottawa has putting in that parking ban for 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Here's a quick look at what's happening for the week ahead. For your Sunday, +1 the high, but again, we've got snow to deal with for the better part of the week. But then things really cool down Thursday and Friday, -12 for both those days, those highs to round out the week. All right, Hollywood's award season is getting ready to kick off with the Golden Globes returning tomorrow.
Maybe you should have studied the rebellion text a little harder. I need to find my daughter. Well, then
Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another leads the film nominations with 9. Now it's followed by Norwegian drama Sentimental Value with 8 noms. Hollywood insiders are predicting potential wins for fellow film nominees like Sinners, Marty Supreme, and Hamnet. Now on the TV side of things, Apple TV's The Studio leads the nominations. Now, the 83rd edition of the award show starts at 8 p.m. tomorrow, and it'll be hosted for the second time by comedian Nikki Glazer. She did a great job last year. Very funny lady. All right, well, that's CTV News for this Saturday, January the 10th. CTV News continues online anytime with our digital team, keeping you up to date at ctvnewsottawa.ca. Have a good one. I'll see you again tomorrow night.